Let's check in with weather impacts. We had a nice break. It was a really beautiful day.
Yeah, it was today, and yesterday wasn't bad, but things are starting to go downhill tonight already. We've got a few sprinkles, and yes, getting some reports of a few sleet pellets here and there with these light showers moving through the area. So not surprising, the air mass over is pretty cold and dry right now, and that's going to lead to what is going to be a pretty miserable cold rain tomorrow as the moisture continues to increase. So get ready, kind of a rough weekend, Saturday and early Sunday. That'll be the worst weather in this wild weekend forecast. I say wild because we could see a little bit of everything. Cold rain, storms, just going to be miserable in some places. And make sure you stay tuned for updates. Grab the WCNC app and be prepared for some wet roads tomorrow. So what's happening is we've got cold air wedged up against the mountains, moisture riding up and over it starting tomorrow in the morning. I know it doesn't look impressive, but this will probably be one of those misty, drizzly kind of rains most of the afternoon. The warm front's the key part here because if that warm front gets north, that's going to get us into the warm, unstable air. And so when this line approaches, it could be a line of strong, severe thunderstorms with gusty winds. Either way, I think we're going to see strong winds, but it's just going to depend on how warm it is at the surface if some of that works its way down. But that front moves through pretty quickly on Sunday. So the second half of Sunday is not going to look all that bad. Severe weather risk tomorrow. There's going to be a big area of severe weather here in the lower Mississippi River Valley. As this system pushes east, we're going to stay in that low risk right now, but this is all hinging on where that warm air is. We could certainly not see much of anything if the cold air wins out. So just to let you know, the main impacts would be damaging straight line winds as well as flash flooding because we're expecting some brief heavy rain. So let's go hour by hour with your futurecast. I'll throw the temperatures on here as well just to show you how chilly it is. You see some of the pink there. That's the sleet that could mix in early. And notice how it's just light showers, drizzly, misty stuff. Temperatures 30s and 40s, just like we saw in the middle of the week. It is not going to be great tomorrow. Tomorrow night, the rain should begin to taper off as the warm front comes north. So this is 4 o'clock Sunday morning. So wherever that warm air is, you see temperatures trying to warm up into the 60s ahead of this line. Look at that, right around 7, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. This line comes blasting through here with strong winds. By 10 o'clock, it's already east of us, and here comes the cold air. So this is not going to wash out your Sunday. Sunday might actually end up being the nicer of the 2 days, albeit kind of windy and colder as we go into the afternoon. And yeah, that is snow in the mountains. The thunderstorm fuel for the storms on Sunday, there's not a lot around, so that's why I'm not overly concerned. If we see a spike in that thunderstorm fuel, then we certainly would see a higher risk of some damaging winds. Even without that, it looks like the winds could be really gusty along the front early, seeing some gusts between 40 and 50 miles per hour as the front moves through, and then that northwest wind picks up behind the front. So Sunday's going to be a breezy day. You might want to secure all the loose items in your yard. Next week, we get into a cold pattern, and yes, there is a chance for a wintry mix in the middle of the week, Wednesday into Thursday, as this storm system approaches. The amount of cold air in place is going to be key here, but it does look like there will at least be a mix of everything. This is not going to be all snow. It doesn't look like it'll be all rain right now either. It's probably going to be some kind of mix of everything. So this could be a real mess for the middle of the week, depending on the track. A lot of uncertainty still, but you can see the setup here. Higher chances north for winter precipitation, lower to the south, but everybody could get a little bit of mix as we go Wednesday into Thursday with that system. So your weekend, again, tomorrow, not great. Look at those temperatures kind of holding steady. Sunday, morning rain, and then it improves in the afternoon. Your Guy Roofing 7-day forecast shows the cold air next week. It will be well below normal for all of next week. And again, we'll keep an eye on that possible mix for the middle of the week.